I don't know how many times I've been dreaming about my canoe while I've been hiking through bushes with a heavy backpack. We all know how it is. You start getting sore feet and sore shoulders from the backpack, and the mosquitoes are all over the place. But right now I'm sitting here in the canoe and just gliding through the nature and enjoying all the birds and listen to the river over there. And I don't have a heavy backpack. This is lovely. This time I'm out on an overnight trip with the canoe together with Annie, my border collie, and I'm going to show you some of the basic things with canoeing and why it's not so difficult, why it's actually a really easy thing you can do. This is so relaxing, so relaxing. While you have starting paddle, it's a lifelong learning things to canoeing, because you can always learn more techniques, more about the material, the canoes and all that things, but it's easy to start and you don't need to know much before you're starting doing tours with canoe. So the absolute basic thing, if you put power on the right side of the canoe turn left. If you're pushing out on the right side, then the canoe turn right. That's super simple. I repeat, if you put power forward on the right side, it turn left. If you push out on the right side, it turn right. And then you combine these two strokes into one stroke. And don't think so much about how you do it, just do it. Next level is something that's called G-stroke. And I'm still trying to learn that after 30 years in the canoe. You're taking the paddle like this and turn it, you see. So, and turn. It's a totally unnatural thing for me. Don't focus too much on that, because I think it's kind of difficult and I can't really get it. But a lot of you guys out there probably can leave a comment down below how to learn it. You don't need to know everything when you're starting. It will come to you after a while. Varsågod. In the canoe you can easily fit a dog or children, and you don't have to think about the weight when you're packing up your stuff. You can bring a good tent, wood stove, chair, binoculars, and a lot of things that you don't want to carry on a backpacking tour. And while canoeing, you can fishing, photographing, filming, and you can also drink coffee. Follow the nature, don't fight with the nature. If it's coming heavy wind or if it's a windy day, stay on the land, because it's better to make pancakes or making food instead of fighting with the waves. It's also quite dangerous if something happens, so don't put the canoe into the water if there is a situation that you don't know you can handle. So when I paddle, I very often thinking about what happened if I flip. So I want to be close to land, and if I crossing a lake, I crossing on the most narrow part when it's cold, and I do it fast. I'm never paddle in middle of the lake. And don't paddle whitewater if you don't have experience from that. There is tons of good educations where you learn how to rescue your friend, how to behave if you fall into the whitewater, because that's quite dangerous stuff if you don't know what you're doing. I've never done this before. It's a kind of kebab stick, or I don't know. And when I read on the package, it's more or less a different shape of a meatball. We will see. I didn't really have a plan for the food when I left home, so I just grabbed some bread that works both for the dinner and for the breakfast. And I love salad, so I bought some rucola salad, put that on the bread. So, and then I guess take one of these. Fried onion, salad, and smoked chili sauce. Spicy. Now we'll see. It was not bad. It was okay. Oh, it would be so nice with a cup of coffee now. This is the first coffee since I left home. It's still very early on the summer season, so now when the sun is down, it's a little bit chilly. So I'm quite happy for the wood stove. Really happy. So I usually bring the canoe up on the land and put it upside down during the night, because you never know when it starts raining. You never know, yeah, if it's coming heavy wind or something like that. Even if they promise no wind, even if they promise no rain, prepare the camp as it will be bad weather. The canoe I'm using now is a 16-foot two-person canoe, so it's almost 5 meter long. So I use it as a solo canoe. I'm sitting on the front seat and paddle the canoe backwards, because when I paddle it as a solo, I want to be a little bit more to the center of the canoe. Canoes come in different material. They come in aluminium, that I'm not so happy with. They come in fiberglass, and that's a very fast material. You find these canoes kind of cheap, at least in Sweden. And then you find these new modern canoes in soft plastic. And then there is a little bit different type of soft plastic. This is a kind of sandwich material with two layers of plastic and some kind of foamish things in the middle. And this is from Eskif, and it's called T-Formex or something like that. I'm really happy with this canoe. But when you're beginning, you just need a normal canoe. It's no matter if it's some special things or something like that. Just a normal canoe. Don't make it complicated. The canoe also come in very lightweight material like carbon fiber or something like that. And they are very sensitive with stones, but they are really lightweight. So different canoes have different pros and cons, as always. And then we have the paddles, and they come in different shapes, different materials, and so on. And this paddle is a kind of beaver tail, something, I don't know. It's just a wooden paddle with something stronger here. Wooden paddle are more sensitive. You can't push them into stones on the bottom. You must be more careful with them. And I like them because they are beautiful, of course. And I also like them because it's some kind of nice feeling with them. I don't know why. Then we have this one. That's a kind of hybrid pedal. It's some carbon fiber, something here, and wood. This is really lightweight, and it's really nice to paddle. I really enjoy this one. Two nice paddles. If you're a beginner, you should definitely go for something like this. An aluminium paddle with a plastic blade. They are nice to paddle with. They are really sturdy, and usually you don't destroy them very easy. This is the kind of paddle we have for our guests. And they come like, you maybe pay 50-60 euro for something like this. And something like this is like 200 euro. The length of the paddle should be 130 to 160. I don't really know how long this paddle is, but I'm not a specialist of that, but I like them to be something like this. And I put the paddles under the canoe, in the canoe, or close to a tree. I never leave them on the ground like this. because suddenly someone step on them and then you have lost one paddle. There is several reasons why you should wear a life jacket when you are in the canoe. The first reason is that if you're falling into the water, it's much easier for you to swim to land, bring the canoe to land, and try to save the situation. And there is always a small risk that without a life jacket, also with the life jacket, that you will not make it. And that's not nice. And then there is one other reason that's also important. That if you're falling into the water and you die, if you don't have a life jacket, it's such a hard work for the rescue people to find your body. As long as they don't find your body, it's very hard for your family back home. If you're falling into the water and die with a life jacket, they will at least find your body, and then your family can close the story somehow. So that's the reason why you should wear life jackets. I always bring the life jacket inside because out here during the night it will maybe be condensation and things like that. So I bring them in the tent and then I know I have a dry life jacket tomorrow. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Matti and I'm living just above the Arctic Circle in northern Sweden. And that's why it's so bright right now. It is midnight sun here. It's 12:30 now, and in half hour the sun will start going up because 1 o'clock in the night this time of the year, because of summertime and all that things, that's the darkest time of the night. Now it's actually time for me to go to bed, so we continue tomorrow. When you're canoeing, it's very easy to get wet equipment, wet clothes, wet sleeping bags, and that's not nice at all. So then you pack stuff waterproof. And absolutely minimum is to packing sleeping bags, extra clothes, and the important part, dry, super dry. I use something like this. It's a waterproof barrel, and it comes with a cover like this. This one have a carry system also, so I can carry it. It's not a comfortable thing. I use these barrels when I'm not carry long distance, for shorter distance. Then they are really nice. And into them I put tents, sleeping bags and everything. Sometimes I even put clothes and sleeping bags in smaller dry bags like this. And these dry bags, you squeeze out the air and then you're rolling them like this. So, and then they go down in here. I also have a bigger dry bag like this. So in this one I have my food and stove and things like this. I have a gas canister here. So if I want to stop for lunch, this is the only thing I need to open. This is my lunch bag with the stove and everything. And I do the same. This dry bags is what we usually use in kayaks. So this one I connect somewhere in the canoe. So if the canoe flip, I don't lose it. So this is my food bag. And then if we look at my camera equipment, then I have it in a dry backpack like this. You can also use dry backpacks instead of these barrels if you want. And now I also have one of these boxes for my drone, and it's really easy to reach the camera in a box like this. They're a little bit heavy, but very good if you not carry so long. And what I told you yesterday, bring the canoe up on the land. Don't leave it in the water. Bring it up on the land, turn it upside down, and you will have a dry canoe next day. Now I'm on sand and the canoe is unloaded, so I can't pull it. But if you are on rocks, don't pull a plastic canoe over the rocks, because then you will, not necessary scratches. So you can just easily take it like this and lift it. If you look at Instagram and YouTube, a lot of people leave the canoe like this in the water, half in the water or a little bit on the land or totally close to the land. Then some waves come and make this with the canoe. And if you have a stone here with this soft plastic, the stone can eat through the stone. A lot of our canoes that have been out on rental tours have been damaged because of that. So never leave the canoe in the water. The canoe should be stable. It's different now. Now when I'm loading up the canoe, then I put it like this. But not when I'm having lunch, not when I'm doing other things. Then put it on the land so it's not wagging. As you see, canoeing is a fantastic way of coming out here into the nature in an easy way. Don't make it complicated. Don't focus on different kind of paddle strokes, paddle techniques, all that things. Don't focus on the equipment, the canoes and things like that. Just basic, 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 and start. Because the learning process is while you're doing it. For each canoe tour you do, each time you're sitting in the canoe, you take a step up, a step up, a step up. Maybe I also don't do things totally correct. I've been working as a canoe guide since 1995. And I have tried to learn a little bit from books, a little bit from friends, but the biggest source of knowledge is because I have tried. I have been out here, didn't have these water barrels, I had a lot of wet equipment back in the old days, and you're learning from mistakes. And the only way to make mistakes is to go out here, but you should not gamble with safety. You can gamble with things that gives you uncomfortable things, but don't gamble with safety. I've always been very, very careful with waves, with wind. I've been staying close to the land and so on. Life jacket, all the things I've been talking about. But start to go out. That's your biggest source to learning things. I hope you enjoyed this video and find something useful in it. And if you comment, if you give thumbs up, if you subscribe to the channel, you help our channel to get visibility on YouTube. So thanks for all. See you next video. Ciao.